Brand new video today. Before I get into the video, I wanted to mention that I do have a Discord link in the description below of this video. Again, just trying to create a community of like-minded investors. Again, the link is in the description below for that. Just now building out the Discord, so I do appreciate any patience as far as just building out channels and things like that. Obviously, it's a brand new Discord, so there's not a ton of people in it, but please check out the link in the description below if you are looking to join. I'm trying to just, again, create a community of like-minded investors. Link in the description below for that. But let's get into it. SPX6900. SPX6900. Meme coin I've obviously known about for a while. I actually personally, would be honest, I didn't really look at it until about maybe a month ago. I'd obviously known about it for a while now. I know that there is a ton of influential people on X, on YouTube, that are very bullish on SPX 6900. It has ran up significantly. All time, you can see the all-time chart is crazy over the last year. However, it's up 7,000%. Was trading at around 1 cent, 3 cents back in September of last year, and has ran up significantly, right? 1 billion max supply, 939, almost 931 million, in circulating supply. I don't want to get too deep into reviewing the project and talking about what SPX 6900 as a meme coin does offer. It's on multiple chains, right? Ethereum, 45,000 holders on ETH. Let's actually see what it has on Solana. Again, multi-chain meme coin, which I think gives it a characteristic that people are essentially a catalyst that people could be bullish on, right? Solana, it's got 59,000 holders, and I think it's on Base as well. Yeah, Base scan. Let's see what it's on Base really quickly here. Again, I want to keep this video as concise as possible. 93. So ETH 45, Solana 59, and Base 93 as far as holders go, right? Obviously there is other catalysts like the satirical narrative of SPX, and it kind of how it's correlating to the S&P 500, which the S&P 500's total market cap, right, is $53 trillion as of today, July 31st, 2025. $53 trillion. And there's the essentially SPX 6900 is flipping the stock market, basically a parody of the S&P 500. That's kind of how it's built. It's kind of name essentially, right? And community driven, right? The main value and relevance is driven by the community. Obviously, I do like the multi-chain accessibility of it, right? ERC20. It's also on Solana. It's also on Base through bridging, which is essentially just creates more liquidity and reach. I do like the max supply as well, being 1 billion and again 991 million in circulating supply. I also want to mention that the Murad's endorsement, right? Web3 influencer, used to work at Goldman Sachs, analyst. Again, shout out to Murad. I'll put a link to this tweet in the description. He thinks in general, right? Again, shout out to Murad, because I think in general, if you are in the crypto space, if you're investing in meme coins, you know about Murad, very prominent figure. He believes there's going to be a meme coin super cycle, right? So he's very bullish on meme coins in general this cycle in 2025. He thinks total meme coin market cap can exceed $1 trillion. And he's very bullish here on SPX 6900. Mark my words, SPX 6900 will become the biggest meme coin on planet Earth. So again, he is very bullish on SPX 6900. I mean, he's I think a very prominent crypto figure. Again, I don't know if he's got any sort of stakes in SPX 6900 or whatever it may be, but he's very bullish. I think from a technical standpoint, or from a more not technical standpoint, there is a on-chain statistic that kind of shows the diamond hand percentage of holders that have never sold, and SPX 6900 has a very high number of that statistic. Also, I think just the satirical aspect, like I said, of the S&P 500 market cap versus SPX 6900 in general, right? Very interesting, very unique project overall, right? Their website mentions you know, what the price of their coin SPX6900 is versus stocks. I think this is all satirical. Really, this is all parity, right? Which, when it comes to meme coins, these coins that have parity or are connected to something like the S&P 500 or something that is very, very real, and then offers like real world utility, it's something that can absolutely pick up and absolutely fly with ease, right? And I do think when we do see this meme coin season that I think Murad thinks we're gonna have, I believe we're gonna have as well. SPX being multi-chain, having that accessibility and having that upside for liquidity, has a ton of room to grow, even from these levels here at $1.82, even at these levels here, up 58% over the last month and up $7,000 over the last year. You know, in a crazy situation, right? Meme coin super cycle, a 20x for SPX would put it right around $35 from here. Talking about at a $32 billion market cap, which is what Dogecoin's current market cap is. Again, mind you, Dogecoin's all-time high is 88 billion. So I mean, Dogecoin's market cap now is 55, or over 55 billion dollars down, right? And many people believe Dogecoin can flip and exceed 100 billion this market cap, right? So you think about coins, meme coins that are sitting now, like SPX is at 1.69. We go back and we look at the crypto rankings, and we just look at the meme coin market as a whole. I mean, SPX here sitting, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 6, seventh largest crypto meme coin. Sorry, seventh largest meme coin by market cap. Even if you compare it to like Shiba's all-time high, which Shiba, this was 2 years ago, right? When there was like, I don't want to say no crypto, no globalization, or no financial institutions invested in crypto. Shiba's all-time high is 41 billion. That would be a $44 price point, 25x basically for SPX 6900. So it does have a ton of upside here. I think it already sitting here, at that around 1.8, 1.7, 2 billion market cap range is like prime position, right? Where it's just sitting there ready to really take off this cycle. And again, I do think as far as price predictions go for SPX, I do see this in the $20 range, in my opinion. Like, let's actually see like what the $20 range would be. Like, I think it would be, well, let's go back to Dogecoin. I think just as far as what the market cap would be, at a 32 billion market cap, it's $34. So $25 range, I don't know, that puts it like at 25 billion, right? I think is basically what it is. I think that's very possible if we do see the meme coin super cycle. I think $25 again is a great multiplier. Again, I'm not giving financial advice. This is just my opinion and my opinion only. But you talk about where I think we will see meme coin market, where it being multi-chain to me is very key, and the weird connection that it does have to the S&P 500, right? 53 trillion market cap entity. Let me know in the comments what you guys feel about SPX 6900. First video making on it, but I am very bullish. Hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.